Hey guys, Ryan Maris here and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the webcomic Legends of Kayal. A link to the creator's Twitter is in the description, as well as a link to the webcomic itself. So let's get straight into this. And I basically found this webcomic while I was just scrolling looking for some webcomics, seeing what my fellow comic creators are up to and doing. As I do. Not the first time I've done a review video for a indie comic I was getting into. Being an indie comic creator myself, I like to read what other people do as well and share my support however I can, such as doing a video like this one. And well, I spotted this one. It caught my eye mostly due to how the characters were designed in the front cover image I saw and the tweet I ended up retweeting, and I just thought, yeah, we'll give this a look. And as I went to the website and saw the front cover, I was instantly hooked just by looking at that, to be perfectly honest. Just how the characters were done again, and it just really gave me that sort of Shonen Jump, One Piece, fairy tale kind of vibe. So I decided to give it a go. And from the get-go, I find the comics really entertaining. It's definitely got enough action, as well as it's got its quite its fair share of comedic moments, and there are just so many different designs for the characters and different looks that it's your eyes just stay glued to the page. Basically, you see this one guy who you just sort of know he's trouble, and all he cares about is his is whatever cargo he's protecting. And you got the two main characters, Kayal and his twin sister Delia. Well, at least at this point I think they're twins. Pretty sure I remember reading that they were twins, and their rivalry is just funny. Their sibling rivalry. And again, I find that the action scenes are really well drawn. As you know, when I do as you guys know, when I do reviews, I try not to give away too much of the plot or try not to spoil anything that happens in the story, because I want you guys to look at it yourself. And if I sit here and I tell you all about it, then you're not going to look at it, are you? No different when someone tells you scene by scene how a movie goes, then you don't go watch it because you already know what happens. No, so yeah, I find that the art style is pretty awesome. Definitely, I see a bit of sort of that Shonen Jump manga style sort of in there, but at the same time I see the individual style as well, which gives it more of a unique look. And the pirate ship looks really cool, and having an interest in those kind of ships, I'm always happy I'm looking at drawings of them and things like that. It's definitely one of the ways to instantly hook me into a comic. Draw a pirate ship somewhere. And as I said, all the magic scenes that I've seen in the comics so far, I've only read the first chapter, looks pretty cool. And how the backgrounds look, and how the background also tells the story is really captivating as well. Like, you'll see what I mean as you read the comic. And seeing overall, I find the comic and the storyline is very entertaining, because, well, it's got its fair share of action, but it's got its fair share of comedy in it as well. It's not too serious from start to finish. it's definitely following, I guess, the manga formula of having enough action, but having its comedy built around it as well, which ultimately makes the story more interesting, makes the characters more engaging. There's nothing worse trying to read a comic and the characters have no personality, which is something I've been guilty of myself working on my own creations. Let's see, anything else to add? I don't know how long this series is going to go for. I don't know. I sincerely hope that it actually keeps going and going, and we get, you know, quite a lot of chapters in this series, because it's pretty good so far, and I can't wait to get started reading chapter 2. And well, I am actually quite aware that Aurora Cream Puff had her stuff on to pass, probably originally, but it's actually, I think, is a good move that she's gone ahead and moved it to her own site. That's actually a good idea, more control of your content there. And if cause, you know, I post a lot of my stuff on Tapas as well, but now I've moved the new stuff I'm working on to my blog site, and I could certainly understand the reasoning for this. You have more control on what you create. There's no ridiculous guidelines saying how far you can go and whatnot, and you can have the ads you want running off it and earn the ad revenue, I suppose, your creations deserve. So it's definitely a smart move. I went with a blog at the moment because, yeah, I find that having a website's no different than when you're trying to advertise something you put onto Pash. It's still a roll of a dice, so to speak. So I'd rather just use my blog site because it's free, and like I said, I can post and create as I see fit. Oops, sorry, I'm rambling on, got a little bit off subject there. But ultimately, I do recommend you give Legends of Kayal a go, because it's a pretty fun comic, and there are a lot more other fun comics out there, and I'm sure I'll do more reviews on those as I find them. But definitely give Legends of Kayal a go. I'm just going to say Kayal, because Kayal, Kayal. Let's see what else. So that's about as much as I can tell you at the moment. Like I said, this is a quick review. I do quick reviews, and yeah, ultimately I really enjoyed it, and again, can't wait to just start reading up chapter 2 and finding out what happens from there. I'll probably wait a little while until, you know, the whole chapter's done, because I like to read a whole chapter. But that's just me, that's just my personal preference. And, well, I'll see you next time. The next time I do either a review video or any of the other content I do on this channel. Thank you guys for checking it out, and, you know, definitely check out Legends of Kayal. The creator worked really hard on this, and I really believe she deserves our support. As you know, I believe as content creators, you know, if you see something you like, definitely support it, definitely share it, post comments about it, do whatever you can to help the creator, because, well, you know, in the end, it helps you too. It helps you too, and it's a good way to make friends in the independent comic community. And if you create comics yourself, it can only help you as well. So, yeah. So again, thank you so much for checking out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.